Hey Internet, it's Kyle, and I'm back with another Sunday Showcase. I don't know why I did a weird arm spreading maneuver, which nobody can see but you guys. I'm here today with one of my usual co-hosts, but not the usual co-host from last time. Ryan Power is out today because he doesn't have a game to play, and we can't do it with more than two people if it's a PS4 game, because reasons. We're all in different parts of the country. So, of course, I have with me Mr. Shane Smick. Just kidding, it's Chris Miller. How's it going, Chris?
Good. I feel like this is a reason for you to move to Ottawa. Just
It would
putting
make
it
things
out
a
there.
lot easier, yeah, if we just, like, you and I were together and then we just had to share to Ryan. It'd be fantastic.
Yes, so, yeah, thanks for having me. I was kind of hoping to be on last week's, but obviously now it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, we
now
super
we
wouldn't
know-
have been able to do it in the first place.
Exactly, so, but I did watch it. It was quite good, so.
Thanks, man. What was your favorite part?
Ooh.
Yeah, what's your favorite part of random bullshit?
The part where Ryan, like, went off the track and just decided to drive it and then randomly found the end of the track.
Yeah, that was pretty great.
And then still didn't cross the line. That was pretty good.
Yeah. What about when he's like, I'm definitely going to get across, and then he, like, bailed the last 5 seconds of the thing? Yeah, that was pretty good, too.
That was I actually laughed out loud at that, which I don't do a lot for when you and Ryan are on stream, but, you know.
Dude, we've gotten so much better lately. What are you talking about? You gotta watch some Pajodcast, man. That's fair. That's like our holy grail.
Yeah, so we are bringing a game that I have owned since it came out.
Yeah,
I pre-ordered it.
Somewhere in the same vein. Like, I got it for Christmas the year after it came out. I played it for about an
Yeah.
hour. And it wasn't bad. I just didn't, like, I started playing something else right afterwards. I think I literally bought Yakuza 0 the next day. And I was like, oh, I'm going to play this now. And that was a pretty long game. So by the time I finished it, something else was out. And then we started... I don't get to play a lot of games for fun, like the same way that I used to. Because it turns out we fucking do a show that takes up a lot of our time.
So to put it into perspective, to understand how big of a fan I am of the original Dishonored.
Yeah, we should say we're playing Dishonored 2.
Yeah, I think I have beaten the original Dishonored at least 10 times. Through Xbox 360 and PS4. So, well, if you remember, I beat it like 4 times in like a week when
I remember that.
Pre-ordered this game.
Yeah, you wanted to do.
I want to platinum it.
Yeah.
I'm still very close to it. There's only one thing I can't get.
What can you not get?
You have to do a particular like spell and get a certain cause and effect, but I had a hard time getting it. So that's the only thing I don't have from the original Dishonored to get my platinum. Okay. Maybe we'll try that on.
We could do that as a showcase sometime. Just
yeah, I was gonna say.
Fucking around trying to get one, yeah.
But yeah, no. So I'm about. I've started this game, so I'm about an hour and a half in or so. So hopefully new content for you, Kyle.
Definitely new content for me. I pretty much I got to the split where you had to pick characters, and I got like halfway through the next mission or whatever, like a little bit in the next mission.
So basically, just to preface this for everybody, so essentially, it's about 15 years or so after the last game. And
Emily looks like an adult now, looking at the...
Yeah, so Emily is the Empress, and you start the game as her, and you and Corvo, her father, of course.
Is he her biological father, or is he her
her
Yes,
guardian? He is.
Okay.
He's both, I think.
Well, I mean...
he's he's a protector and
he's definitely a father figure at the very least.
He is her father, 100%. Okay. He was married to the Empress.
Oh, I didn't... They kind of... Did they make that?
Or at least they're together. Well, they make out basically when they first saw each other.
Really? I don't remember that at all. I thought that
he is 100% her father.
Okay.
We can always look into that after, or you can look at it while I play.
Yeah,
Either way.
3 hours in.
To quickly preface this, so we can get to the game.
Yeah.
You're at the 15-year memorial of your mother's death. The Empress, of course, the beginning of the first game, her
Yeah.
death, and these dudes randomly show up. He's got mechanical soldiers, and he's got a carriage or a cart, and in the cart is apparently your aunt, and she's basically like, "Oh, I'm the rightful heir of the throne."
Right, because
And
Emily's
then
been acting Empress until this point, right?
yeah, so and then they establish a coup, and everyone gets killed basically except for you and Corvo. Corvo, well, I should say, you get to choose between the two, and whichever one you don't choose gets like statuified. I don't even know what it's some kind of magic.
Petrified is the term in most games.
Sure.
Turned to stone, right?
Yes, petrified them, and then you get captured. So I chose Emily, and then in the next mission, it's basically you're escaping. You're kind of getting revenge on those around and killing the guard who turned on you and basically went rogue. That helped the whole coup start. And then I've now gone into there's an informant who works with Sokolov. Of course, if anyone played the first game, you'll know Sokolov. So you get to her boat, and she basically says that Sokolov now been captured, so now we have to go get Sokolov because they kind of knew this was coming. Oh, and I should mention this is a big thing too. One of the big features of this game right now is a serial killer called the Crown Killer, and essentially everyone thinks it's either Emily or Corvo, mainly Corvo, I think. But yeah.
Oh, this was something that happened beforehand,
it's,
wasn't it? Like the Crown
yeah,
Killer
so
was a
I
thing
think
they were discussing when you still had both characters.
yes. So basically, they think it's widely believed it's Corvo, but like Emily's telling him to kill these people because they're enemies to the throne. But that being said, it's implied that the people who started the coup are the ones who basically they're using the Crown Killer to turn people against you in the first place.
Right, because obviously, like, it doesn't matter who has like the rightful heir thing. If Emily is beloved by the populace and they support her, she kind of still gets to be the empress. But if people are like, you're murdering people, you're kind of fucked up. This new lady seems all right. Kind of easy.
Yeah, so
it's a political bullshit.
Emily at this point is going into a guarded area that Sokolov is believed to be in, and that's where we will pick off.
Yeah. I think that one thing we should mention is that Emily got some training in the last 15 years, right? Like, that's kind of like the tutorial is Corvo teaching Emily some stuff, if I remember. Like, so she's not totally useless. And if I remember correctly, don't you get to choose, like, so that she can either have powers or not have powers or some bullshit? Like,
yes, I chose. Oh yeah, I should mention I'm going high chaos. That being said, I'm trying to do it in like sneaky ways. Like I'm trying to be like a silent assassin.
Yeah. People know that something happened, but they don't know who caused it.
I went full powers. I mean, hey man, if I screw up, then people definitely know who caused it because I just go nuts.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm enjoying this game so far. Like I love the first one, so I don't know how it compares, but
yeah. Early on, it seems like it's find Adamir Station, take your carriage to Adamir Institute is the best lead to tracking down the Crown Killer. Okay.
Yeah, but it's believed Sokolov, I think, is here as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. I mean, I'm ready. I'm ready for some Dishonored Red. Also, Ryan wanted me to make a Jeopardy joke that I forgot to do at the start. So, Ryan, I'm really sorry about that. If I lean into it now, it seems a little disingenuous, you know. Oh, he is not feeling you.
You know what? Let's hold on a second here. Let's one second here. So at the end of before I saved last game, which I didn't think it would, like, because you in the previous game it didn't always save right where you saved it. It saved the most recent checkpoint.
Yeah.
I decided to just kill some people for fun.
For fucking around. Okay.
Yeah. So let's not start off like that because that's yeah.
Yeah.
That's not a good way to start.
I mean, I think it sounds like a great way to start.
Plus, then we get the discussion here.
Yeah, having if it doesn't put us too far back, that's probably solid. Better for an audience.
Alright, we gotta do this now. Did you get to this point, Kyle?
Isn't this where you pick the power thing? Or is this not? It wasn't like a place like this.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got to hear that.
Empress Emily Caldwin.
Hey, what's up, dude?
I'm a friend of your father's from the bad old days.
Okay, so yeah. I remember him. So yeah, that heavily imply
Never expected us to meet.
Corvo's the dad.
I watched your mother die in the hands of schemers who wanted
The Outsider.
Yeah. Next chance you get, could you turn on subtitles?
Hmm.
I thought that was the end of the excitement.
Good call.
Yeah. I'm usually a subtitles in games anyway, but for an audience, it's always better. Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
Probably some main dialogue, I assume.
Yeah, I mean, like sometimes it's nice to hear like a little bit of world building stuff, but it's not the.
Okay, we can do it all.
Yeah. Who knows what we'd miss out on, right? Otherwise. There you go.
Your own subjects are you ready to slaughter? And what are you willing to become?
I'm ready to become a badass.
15 years ago, I asked Corvo that last question. This is the moment that changed him. Now it's your turn, Emily.
So I have technically obviously played this, but this doesn't take long to get through, so.
I'm standing at the edge of
Yeah.
something.
I mean, I'm sure that there are some people who think it's a really cool idea that you can do it as like a regular person without powers, but that does not seem like the fun way to do it the first time.
This is how I'm going to save my
And I feel like it's less entertaining for an audience for sure. Also, yeah, you weren't kidding that she's a little more Spider-Man than Nightcrawler.
Mm-hmm.
With that blink.
It's, I don't know what they technically call it, but it's pretty cool.
It was blink in the first game. I don't know about
Yeah, but it's still Blink for Corvo. It's called something different.
for her, yeah, which makes sense.
Because it's not Blink, right? You're not technically invisible when you do it.
Yeah. Until we know what it's called, I'm just gonna keep calling it blink.
That's fair.
You're not here.
No, she's super dead. If I remember correctly, her mother was like a beloved empress, right? Like pretty much universally
Yeah.
loved by her subjects. Yeah, okay.
Well, I mean,
I
clearly
mean,
not.
almost universally. Besides that assassin, don't worry
Yeah.
about it.
Well, besides all the ones who turned on her too, like
Yeah,
the
yeah, but I meant
assassin,
her
he was just a hired hitman.
Yeah, I just meant the outside of, you know,
Oh.
nice try. Outside of the faction that was leading against her, but like her everyday subjects were like, yeah, this lady's aight.
She's cool.
Yeah, I was a big Emily fan. I also like how I always used to joke that Corvo looked a lot like Jin from League of Legends, but now Emily wears like that thing across her face, so she looks a lot like another champion, kind of like a collie with like the mask. It's even like green and everything. It's the same thing. And I'm like, okay, I see what's up here. Although admittedly, the first Dishonored came out before Jin did as a champion, but
Pair of shoes and painted some of the most brutal portraits
So Delilah, of course, is the aunt.
right,
That
yes,
is
yes. The
basically
lady who's
kill,
now sitting on
kill
the throne.
everybody. Yes.
arts and magic, with a cunning that makes sycophants of those around her. All of it leading to what you saw at Dunwall Tower. Delilah's playing the long game, and now she's an empress.
Hey there, Delilah. What's it
No, I
like
hate
in
that
New
song
York
so
City?
It's not a good song, Chris.
I know, but it was fitting.
I guess. Meet with Megan Foster and discuss a plan of action before taking the skiff to Karnaka.
Karnaka Harbor, man.
Yep. That wasn't. I know I put an inflection there. It wasn't because I was quizzical. It was because I
When I was
hiccuped.
10 years old, bored with my lessons, I dreamed about sword fighting and sailing the ocean. Now I'm realizing that the world is more off kilter than I imagined. Everything has been turned inside out, but I'm not going to stop fighting until it makes sense again. Karnaka's the southernmost port in the Empire, once proud but fallen into disarray. Under the new Duke, the Grand Serkonan Guard has gotten increasingly oppressive. Beatings and firing squads. The bloodflies are said to be worse than ever. This is the birthplace of my father. Megan Foster keeps to herself, like she's hiding something. But she helped me escape Dunwall, and for now, I need a place to stay out of sight. Delilah and the Duke made me look like a murderer, using the Crown Killer to butcher my political adversaries. They took what was mine, and I'm gonna get it back.
Yeah, so they were killing people who were like strongly opposed to Emily on the throne, right? So it was
Her
very,
enemies,
like,
yeah.
Yeah. Kind of a double-edged sword there, right?
Correct.
Very subtle, but a very smart move for somebody who's trying to stage a coup.
Also, hey there, Delilah.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry.
You dicks.
Way too easy. You know what? I don't feel like reading that right now. It's literally useless.
Goodbye, Karnaka. We
It's
hardly
just
knew you.
It's a musician's farewell.
Mm-hmm. Basically like Dandelion. I can't remember. Have you played The Witcher?
No, I own Witcher 3.
Oh, yeah, that's the only one I've played. It's a good game. Alex, like, that was one of the games that she, like, dumpstered. Like, totally. Every possible thing you can do in that game, she did.
So basically, okay, perfect. Crossbow Anton Sokolov, maybe.
There's a dope-ass crossbow.
Must be cursed. You're up. When you're ready to talk, I'll tell you what I know.
Some more reading.
The Duke's probably not back from Dunwall yet. Before long, the Hollows will be
I always felt like
destroyed.
the only thing I didn't like with Dishonored is all the rating you have to do, almost all of it's completely useless to the story.
They've been on
You
route
can,
for
like,
2
skip it,
years.
though.
Why is this here? It's Delilah. Anton started it just before he was taken. They've got history, but he wouldn't say no.
Okay. Sokolov got kidnapped. Oof, just like the speaker. He's always getting kidnapped.
Sokolov also got kidnapped in the first game by us.
Yeah, that's why I was saying the first time.
Oh, yeah.
Or always getting kidnapped, right? Because it happened twice now. Those are not disturbing at all.
Alright, I did this last time. I'm gonna do it again.
What's the idea behind it? What do you get out of that? Oh. Some coins.
Just some stuff. Okay.
Imperial Majesty.
I have something that you would call almost here at the first opportunity. It concerns the murders happening across the Empire, committed by this so-called Crown Killer. When I left Bristol years ago, I swore I'd never again take part in any further political matter. I've done my share of that, said some good, before and after the rat
Conspiracy.
Get the tinfoil hats out.
Yep.
Also, how dare you?
How dare you what?
How dare she smoke on the job?
You've explained part of it. But what were you
I mean,
doing?
she's a loose cannon, Chris. But damn it, does she get results?
But he got wind of a conspiracy tied to the Crown Killer. He wanted to warn Corvo.
But Corvo was too busy getting his mask polished.
Corruption, street violence. I didn't give it much mind. Usually the local authorities resolve that sort of thing.
The new Duke has let things slide. But Sokolov concluded he might be the head of the conspiracy.
Do you think he's the head of the new conspiracy, Chris?
And if you've heard his after-dinner stories,
I have no idea.
Okay.
We were going to set out for Dunwall, but something happened.
Oh, I just realized she's missing an arm.
Yes, the hatch ripped open and Sokolov screamed. All I caught was a glimpse of someone carrying him across the deck. I followed as long as I could.
Oh my god, we have the Charlie board starting, dude.
It's run by the alchemist Hypatia. Maybe the Duke is using a patient of hers.
It's early on,
The
but
Crown Killer.
No, I have killed the one guy on the left there.
I'll get inside.
hence the red X on his face.
And if the alchemist will
Indeed.
maybe I can learn something about what happened to Sokolov. Wish me luck.
If you need my luck, Sokolov's as good as dead.
High five.
At the Institute to set up the watchtower.
Fist bump.
Once it's down, I'll bring the boat.
Handshake? How about we just wave? We'll just wave goodbye. You know what, Chris? Megan Foster's alright. I give her 2 thumbs up. Because she can't give that herself. That's the last one, I promise.
This is what I think about.
Pour one out for Megan Foster. Yes, we finally actually got to pour out booze in the game when we said that.
There are a few black market shops scattered across the city. Brisk trades in bullets and knives these days.
Okay, this GIF is like your lifeboat. I'm not, this will be shocking to anybody who knows. I'm not nautical.
Let's go see the streets where my
I'm really happy you're not nautical.
Off we go then.
It won't do to be recognized.
Oh, yes. Of course. If you wear half of a face covering, no one will be able to tell who you are.
They probably wouldn't. She's got a very normal looking face.
She's also the Empress. People know.
That's fair. So what have you been up to, Kyle?
Well, the last 3 days I've been playing a fuck ton of Yakuza 6. That game's really good.
You gearing up for God of War 4?
Yeah, that comes out tomorrow for us. Came out 2 days ago for the audience.
I was gonna say I had a buddy who got his copy today. Yeah, he ordered it from Amazon. They accidentally sent it to him a day early.
Okay, I was gonna say, did somebody break street dates? But no, it was Amazon. Nice job, Amazon. Good for your buddy.
Yeah, he was pretty happy.
Yeah. I hope that they don't like brick his PS4. I don't know if they do that. I know that 360s used to have that, where if you were playing games before embargo, sometimes they were like, "Fuck you! Now you can never play this thing online again." Because he didn't break any laws. He just purchased that game legally, and somebody gave it to him before he was supposed to be able to get it. It's not even like he went in and was like, "Sorry, go ahead."
I was gonna say one negative observation here. I don't like the frame rate.
Yeah, it seems like there's definitely time on the water. It seems like it's chugging a bit.
Yeah, it's a little rough. Although I will say, like the original Dishonored, like I don't play it because of the graphics. Like it's a really average-looking game, I'd say.
Yeah, it's also last generation, right? Like console-wise.
No, but even for its time, I thought it was average.
Yeah, it was fine. Nothing to write home about. Do you find that it's better once you get off the water?
Yes, it's mainly the water I've noticed in it.
Yeah, because that takes up quite a bit of power there. Oh, she like fully uses that stump and everything too. I don't mean to keep going back to the arm thing. Like I was going with that original bit, but like she's like still making use of it.
Until after I've disabled the watchtower.
I would have expected that to be really tender, you know?
Welcome. What ship is that?
Did you just kill that guy?
No, it's not.
That is some straight up blood in the water. That wasn't you, was it?
I don't think so.
Because I thought you just punched that dude.
That's Idemire in the distance.
I mean, I don't see a body.
No, I suppose. Also, that would not be from one person.
Just minding my own business, trying to get by.
Well, alright then, sir.
Then we all split.
Yeah, it looks like it's decently better out here.
Loading crates sure beats smoke crushing houses to kill off the blood flies.
But yeah, graphics is probably one of the weaker aspects of these games.
Dust everywhere, no matter what you do.
Okay.
Here's a letter, and here's a floor plan. Oh, walls of light. I totally forgot about those things.
This might have something to do with the blood.
Yeah, maybe. That's fucking gross. You're like way out in the skids.
Hello there.
There's a bar that's outside. It's like a shack. Oh, rune or bone charm nearby. Okay. Sorry, I didn't realize we were playing XCOM. Or Life is Strange.
How
How do you equip the heart?
I was about to say.
Ah,
There we go.
is it that thing in the whale? Right there.
Oh, yeah.
What would you do without me, Chris?
How do you do it, Kyle? Let's see if we can upgrade some of these powers.
I mean, I'm always down for some powers.
We have
Power
3
up.
runes.
Yeah, okay, everything says it should be.
Okay, it's called Far Reach, by the way.
Okay. Blink is a cooler name, but Far Reach is probably more appropriate for the pull objects towards you and catch them in midair, or if you are falling.
I mean,
towards-
come on.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's the one I want right there.
Pull enemies? Yeah. Have to wait on that one for a bit, but
Here? Huh? What? Someone! Protect me!
wait, is it because you were stealing shit, or?
Don't try anything funny, whoever you are.
Did this guy just kill these people?
No, they're unconscious.
Oh,
But you just robbed them.
that's okay.
You're a terrible empress. Holy shit. Chris,
I'm
I know
high
people say that
chaos.
they rob their citizens, like you know that they mean that like figuratively, right? Not literally.
Fellow Circonians, in the Duke's absence, I have the following announcements. New restrictions are now in place due to the political assassination
Oh, get that heart out, dude.
carried out by the former royal protector, Corvo Atana. Grant of Odin Guard, stopping and questioning all
Hey there. What have you got for me?
his men home.
I need to
Nice,
see
you
your
don't shut the fuck up.
stairs.
I think. I don't know if you're gonna get stairs. Oh, there's some stairs. Chris, I found the stairs.
Mm-hmm. Who, me?
An underground market. Illegal trade means weapons and ammunition.
Sure does, Emily. So, Chris, I woke up to a pretty disturbing thing this morning. There's a video that you sent Ryan and I of famous wrestler Will Ospreay almost dying.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So anybody who's well, if somebody wants to look that video up, Chris, what should they type in? Will Ospreay
Cover your face.
and
Um, It was Marty Skrull.
Okay.
If you look up Will Ospreay turnbuckle botch, you'll probably find it.
Yeah. Basically, on the side of the ring, on the apron, which is the hardest part of the ring,
Let's see.
he
I have
hit
some
it
upgrade plans
neck
for you.
first, and then fell off afterwards. And he's not dead somehow. Was he even, like, hurt? Like, seriously hurt?
I think he was not seriously hurt, but decently hurt.
Okay. That's, that was one of the craziest things I've ever seen in my life.
Shouldn't deal with
It was
strangers.
pretty brutal, that's for sure.
Because, like, he very well could have died. Very easily. Maybe dude should mellow out a little bit on his moves.
News isn't good, they say.
I mean, he's very capable of hitting that move. It's just, for those who didn't see it, it was
See you again.
essentially a Spanish fly off the turnbuckle. Can I not get this?
Do you have to buy it, maybe?
I don't think so. Oh.
Well, now you can't.
Oh no, what did I do?
I think he's gonna come fuck you up. I heard. I don't. Maybe just go tell him you're sorry.
Come in, my friend. I like how you spend.
What
Okay,
the
he isn't carrying me.
He's the object permanence of a fucking baby. Like, what the shit? Oh well. Everything's fine. As soon as the thing closes, he's totally safe.
That might interest you.
Is it?
I
Is it
hope
drugs?
it's not in your pants.
My name's Mindy Blanchard, and you look like someone who goes into places where you don't belong.
I mean, that's true.
Wanna help me with something? You scratch my ass, I'll scratch yours.
I'm not big on your
Yeah,
ass. You
that's-
pretty much.
Institute.
You don't
She's
look
like
like
the
you have
boniest
one.
human being.
Yeah, I know how to do that. You go get a body for me, and I'll help you with your problem. Don't worry, he's already dead.
A body. That's odd. From where?
The
So right off the bat,
overseers are
Emily
really
talks a lot
bad
more than
ones.
Corvo did in the first game.
You think he was a kind of a witch?
hmm
I want the body for reasons of my own.
Did Corvo even talk at
Sneak
all in the first
and
game?
Take it. Then meet me in the old basement below the dentist office near there.
I'll think about it.
Don't think so.
Yeah. Do you know if he talks if you pick him in this game?
Yes, he does. He talks slowly in the opening intro too.
Okay. I guess it makes sense because you're not doing silent protagonist when there's a 50-50 chance that he's the protagonist. Seems like you have a decent arsenal like right off the bat too, with the like the arrows, pistol, obviously your powers in there too. I'm assuming that the gun is not a silenced weapon.
Correct. It's not a silence weapon. The crossbow is so.
Yeah. Welcome back. Oh, so you do remember
I
us.
just want this rune. Like, that's all I want.
Just try to buy it from him, maybe.
I think I need to get the black market keys so I can sneak back there, and then get it.
What? If, just see what happens if you try to use black market. Okay. Is it? Wouldn't it be on the if you open the other side? Yeah.
Oh yeah, there it is. Okay.
Oh, you're 4 money short.
It's fine. I'm not that worried about it.
Okay. Man, that move is so cool.
Fellow Serkonan,
I'm a big fan, yeah.
with the crowning of our new Empress Delilah Baldwin I, and the imminent arrival of His Grace Luca Abad, King of Serkonos, now royal consort to
Alright.
One thing
What do you
that kind
think?
of
Do you think I
is,
should do this?
I mean, yeah,
My only
maybe.
thing is, in a high chaos situation, I don't really feel like I need to do. Like, I don't feel like I need help. Usually, you want help if it's like you want to sneak by, right?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I mean, hey, this is your playthrough, dude. You do as you will. Especially because it's not like we're doing like like for the show or whatever, right? Like we're doing a couple hours. but then the rest of this is going to be as you see fit, right? So
You know, let's, which one am I going to?
Return to Karnataka. All official government activity will be put on hold as the Duke recovers from his travels, and additional tariffs will be levied against foot traffic near the Grand Palace.
oh man, this is. Yeah, well, I should say that like graphically, this game is not particularly stunning. Stylistically, it's fantastic.
Mhm.
First game was like that
I mean,
too.
Absolutely.
Like you can have the nicest graphics in the world, they can still be boring as shit if you don't put a lot of time into it, right?
It always played well too, right?
Oh yeah, the first one anyway. I obviously can't speak to this one as much. Play your way to the law led to
Plays the
dangerous security
exact same.
system.
Being hunted by half the people in the Empire.
Okay, you're in hostile territory now, Chris.
What happens if they find me?
Please? It's too late for that, Rapallo. Guess what happens next?
You get murdered? Is that what happens next?
This is how we get rid of snitches.
Snitches get stitches. Okay, these guards seem maybe like the worst. Okay, this is about where I was when I got out, because I was trying to get in by fucking with the power.
Set up better than using the well oil tanks. The wind won't run dry.
Oh, it's a nice little nod to the first game.
These break down just as often. I'll search you here. Where did you disappear to? What the? Ghost.
Oh, I think you might have been made, dude.
Yeah, I don't know when, but
You aren't going anywhere.
Nice block.
You how I got.
Oh man, that guy's missing a head. Carry his corpse and throw it through the thing. I want to see what happens. Oh wait, let's just put a guard there.
that's okay.
Okay, I was
I'm
gonna say
going
if there
high
is.
chaos, right?
Yeah, but if there's a guard that's still alive, if you could have knocked him out and then
From the time of the rat plague.
if you can knock out a guard and then carry him to it, that'd be a pretty good way to kill him too.
I'll make sure to do that.
You know, just if it's in the cards.
Oh, he saw me through here, I guess. Oh, that's okay.
Some people just don't want to make any money. Servicing the windmill.
Yeah, this game, in a lot of ways, plays very similar to the first one. Like, it doesn't feel really any different.
Perfect, because game feel was totally fine.
Yeah, it was never an issue I had with it either.
I think it's behind you. You have like a little
Oh, I know.
yeah, okay. I do wish that you didn't have to equip the heart in order to see those things.
Well, you can technically, yeah. I think you can, hold on. Can I lock it?
Hey, you, come here!
Oh, shit.
Let's see what you've got. Wait!
Well, you, sir, are missing an arm.
Yeah, so if I lock it, then it will stay on this.
Oh, okay. That's a nice feature.
Yeah.
Gotta get that rune, dude.
Was there? I thought there was a second one, though.
Somewhere, yeah. Yeah, over there. Bone
A
charm.
bone charm.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
you only can lock.
one at a time. Okay, that's less good.
It's still okay, though.
Yeah,
Still a good thing to have, but yeah.
Yeah, not executed on perfectly.
Dig deep, brother. Remember that the profane seeks to hide itself.
Okay, Agent 47 over here. Just knock him out and throw him out the window.
You know not the mind of the deviant when their thoughts are drugged.
You, sir. Oh, that's a weird thing. Someone else is definitely around, but... Just straight up into the water? We're a little bit fucked up.
Eh.
I've seen cities go bad before. Smelled a lot. Some of you, 15 years ago in Dunwall.
I like that this guy's basically just like wearing a blazer and a dress shirt. Like everyone else is wearing like period clothes. He's like, yeah, whatever.
Don't deny it.
He looks
I've
like a
got double popped
vampire.
collars.
Rats in
Yeah, he totally does.
black smoke rising from burning
That's not how the song goes, dude.
an entire city crying out.
I mean, technically, in theory, this guy could be a time traveler, right? Like with all his powers, like
Yeah.
he could be from the future.
Crown killer.
Yeah. I wasn't offering that as a criticism. I actually like that as a stylistic choice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was worth 200 coins.
That's a
confusing.
very nice thing to have.
Yeah, we can go back and buy that room
Dude,
now. If you
oh,
want.
I'll get so much nostalgia.
Yeah. The first game was really
I
good.
love these games, man. Even this one, it started off real nice.
Are you gonna backtrack to that
No, I don't think so.
purchase room? Okay.
I'm not super worried about it. I should mention too, I am playing on normal difficulty.
Okay.
Mainly because the first time I
Pussy
go
mode.
through, well, mainly because the first time I go through Dishonored, I like to play on normal, and then I usually up the difficulty after that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's one of those games. The first time I go through, I want to just like fly through it and have fun. Like
Yeah,
that's the kind
yeah,
of game it
it's-
is. to me.
I got you. If you're playing multiple playthroughs, that definitely makes sense. Oh, it totally bypassed that whole wall of light. So yeah, we've now made some new content for me. Because
That's
I never got past that wall. Also, that. Yep, those guys are having a good time. Oh, he's in full armor. And someone has a gun.
Come at me then. The strictures guide my hand.
What the fuck was that?
I don't actually know.
I mean,
I've never
bad
seen
as
that.
shit is what that was, but... I don't know the specifics.
Someone's not feeling well. I need help.
Take this.
Yeah, not feeling well is the word I would use.
End of the road. I'll perform right, Silver. I'll feed you to the house.
Well, you
That
are
was
dead.
surprisingly quick. Maybe I shouldn't throw a grenade at like 10 guys.
I mean, I think it was a great idea.
I mean, I have no regrets.
Not a single
Not
letter.
one. Yeah, like I find these games are the first time I like to just go through it and be stupid about it, and then I like to go through and try to find old like quiet ways to do
Jams.
things. And,
Yeah.
like I think I had the I had the trophy in the original Dishonored for not killing anybody, not being seen, all that.
Yeah.
Not easy to get.
No, it takes some save scumming for sure.
Nope, actually, not really for me.
Okay.
I used a guide for one of the missions, just because I couldn't figure it out.
Who's making trouble?
Okay.
I'm still kind of okay with throwing a grenade here.
Yeah, you have the high ground this time, Chris. That's the difference. And this is what time we get to see the explosion. Oh, can we talk about that hanging guy?
Yeah. Oh my god, that's
I'm
amazing.
pretty sure. Did you get a trophy?
I did.
What'd you do?
I don't know. But dude, no one saw me.
Nope. Nobody did. Oh man, that was.
Dude, that dude is hanging.
I think he was already hanging.
Are you sure?
Well, let's walk up and check. Oh yeah,
He totally was.
Yeah, he definitely was.
That's way less cool.
It's still pretty cool. You just gotta do the floaty thing. Excuse me, sir.
Did you hear that?
No loot?
No, not on him.
Another victim.
Doesn't even have a few coins for us? Come on, man.
Maybe search the whole place. I don't have time for that.
Oh, you know what? You're gonna have all the time in the world. You're gonna have the rest of your life to search the entire place.
I can only hope. I will find you, you know.
Know what I'm saying, Chris?
Oh, I know what you mean. I'm trying to figure out how to get in this place.
I don't know if you're supposed to. Oh, the second
Yeah,
floor. Oh, someone definitely. Oof. Oh yeah, you've been made this time.
I got the high ground though.
That is true. Well, throwing rocks is not going to help.
I know an agent of the outsider when I see one.
I mean, yeah, because they have tattoos on their hand, and
Green Guard soldiers. Black dots on the cloak.
I mean, yeah, this just seems like a good grenade. It's so satisfying.
The grenade's amazing in this game.
It's really good.
Some heathen grown bold by these times.
I'm more.
By the football of a blasphemous wanderer.
Not gonna take that gun ammo.
I'm full.
Oh well. Guys, you're gonna take up all of our grenades. Okay.
What? Somebody's down!
I really enjoyed you slitting that dude's throat while you were jumping. Torso? Is that what that just said? Oh, this game is good.
No! Brothers, over here! Now, flanker! Let's see what you go dead. I'll smell that of our fight. This can't be. No way.
Someone's got guns this time, yeah. Two can play at that game, sir.
Guide my hand. She can't have gone far. I know you're here somewhere.
Wish there was a way in up here.
Oh wait, is that... No, that window's not, okay.
Where are you hiding?
Maybe blinking to all those awnings will take you somewhere?
That's what I'm thinking too.
Oh yeah, perfect. Brilliant. Okay.
Oh.
Well, they're not going to find you anytime.
Body Mindy sent me after.
I mean, okay, since you're already here.
He's engaged currently. He'll send someone else. Maybe overseer
Yes,
some dogs.
overseer
A lot of equipment for us too. That's perfect.
No, I've dusted it already.
Oh, there's a mana potion on the left there.
But mark me, anyone who shows up here has ill will at heart. There are no coincidences in Karnataka.
Is that what they say?
Hey, you. This area's off limits.
Oh. Not to me. Oh.
Into the road for you. Let's have a
Oh no. Oh, you're really Ryan'd out on that one, dude. Gets stuck on the wall behind that.
She's bleeding. Finish her. No. I'll feed you to the hounds.
Rip.
I feel like my health's going down way quicker than... So the issue there is I need to get that body.
Yeah.
Because that's the body I'm supposed to see, but if I go around...
I mean, through that window is obviously the best way in, right? But I think it was just that you, like if you can probably take it back out that same window.
Yeah, but I kind of want to explore everything else.
That is fair. Also, this is probably a good opportunity
Yeah.
to restart SharePlay when we get the unpause going. Or
Get
the
the-
load done. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. At least it's starting there. So what are your first thoughts so far?
I'm liking it a lot. I think that this
I am
is
too. Like, it's funny, this game got a lot of mixed reviews. I think a lot of people just had high expectations, but I'm enjoying it.
I mean,
I don't know if... I enjoy playing as her, too. Like, I find it's a little more satisfying being able to travel around like that.
yeah. I just turned the game audio up a little bit too. While this is coming back in, I'm going to very quickly run and grab a drink. Normally we do this in between episodes, but we're doing a multi-hour session here, and my first one is empty. So I'll be right back.
I mean, I think I've proven to be a tremendous
Cut that out because.
stealth person.
Oh yeah, your stealth skills are.
Says you could not connect to my PC.
Oh,
PS4.
cool. Yeah, this is a problem Ryan and I have had previously. I'll try one more time here. Come on. I've never had it with me as the joiner having an issue before. Ryan has. You know, I'm feeling this game so far.
There you go.
Okay, we're good. Yep. And oh, it started you like literally right here. Perfect.
He'll send someone else.
Okay. So one of the I had a weird thing happen today when I was playing Yakuza. I had a group of what I'm assuming were Jehovah's Witnesses, some sort of a religious affiliation, show up at my door. You know, that in itself isn't weird, because that's kind of their thing. They go door to door and they try to spread the good word of whatever they believe. I don't know what they believe because I don't listen to it. I find them to be oddly pushy when you're like, so I wasn't prepared for guests, right? So I was sitting here in a robe, and I like just kind of peek my head over the thing, and I see like a dude with a name tag. I'm like, oh fuck! And then his like friend comes around the corner because apparently he had to stand around the corner for a second, which I thought was really fucking weird. And like, do you have a moment to talk about it? Blah blah blah. And I was like, now's not really a good time. In actuality, it was a fantastic time. I just don't have any interest, right? And he goes, okay, would there be a better time for us to come back? And I'm like, oh, you don't take hints very well. So I said, not really. Can I give you some literature? And I was like, I'm not interested. And then just like slowly closed the door, and he's just like looking at me like he's like genuinely offended. And I was like, come on, man. Like, I kind of think all religion is bullshit. Like, just give me a breather. Also, one thing that I thought was super weird. Oh, fuck, okay. You know what? How about you just fuck these dudes up first, and then I'll finish that story. Oh, Chris, she is straight up dead.
That's okay.
I want to see that corpse afterwards. Can we take a look at that guy's corpse? Because you just cut off his leg and then his head. Nope, not that guy. That guy has all his limbs intact. One leg at the knee. into the head. That was awesome. Also, sorry, Mindy. Sure, you know what? Fucking sure. I was gonna say that I found it weird that the guy who was at the door was like 20 years old or whatever, and his name tag said his title was Elder, and I'm like, the fuck? How can a 20-year-old be called Elder anything?
I'll lead you to the hounds.
Oh, good lord.
Oh, you just got fucking.
I just
The time
got
of your
like.
demise is at hand, Chris. The
I
time
just
of
got
your
worked
demise
over.
is at
I need
hand.
to watch my health a little bit more.
Mm-hmm. Also, maybe don't take as much time putting the body in. I thought those guys wouldn't be able to get through that gate, so I thought
I
you were
didn't
gonna be like
take
safe.
time putting the body in. I threw it in.
Yeah, I don't know. Mindy didn't make it out.
I'm okay with her not making it out personally.
Well, don't you need her for the to do whatever?
If I want to do it that way, yeah.
Okay.
But like it's an optional thing, so I'm not that worried about her dying.
No, but I mean, like, ideally keep her alive. Okay, we're just back here.
For
Hey, guy.
fuck's sakes.
Okay. You're fresh out of magic juice. Oh, okay. Oh, if you go to use a spell and you're out, it just auto uses the thing for you? That's incredibly convenient.
This time it worked a little better.
Oh, okay. And then it goes into a cutscene.
I won't ask you why you needed that. So how do I get to Adamir?
I just sent one of my boys to turn off the power to the carriage rails. When the juice is off, you can walk along the rails and get where you need to go.
Oh, thank you.
On the other side, there's a station that will take you to Adamir.
Better than nothing. Thanks for your help.
Let's just hope nobody turns that power back on while we're on it.
So now you've been paid with the road.
Okay, well. Pour one out for Mindy. Chris, she's holding out on us with that rune.
Okay.
One thing that I was always doing religiously with this game is anytime I was using Blink, I always let it refill beforehand. Because I think Blink's one of the very few powers where you can, as long as you're patient with like letting it recharge, you can use it and never run out of mana.
Yeah. I kind of like this over more than Blank, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I just mean like in terms of like I always like took my time with it so that you got the recharge before I used the second time. Outside of obviously like a situation where you fucking need to go or whatever, right? But sometimes you just have to book it and take the loss. Also, that does not seem like the safest way to get into those things, considering that there's an electrically charged track right below it. They could have put like a platform there. Really easy to miss your step, and then 40,000 volts straight through the heart. Also, nice job, dude.
I didn't
So
kill
let's
anyone.
kill
What are you talking about?
3?
I think the grenade.
Oh, yeah. Detection's 25. Basically an Agent Hero run from what my cousin tells me from his job.
So eliminate the crown killer who's been murdering your enemies to make you look guilty. Find your old ally, Anti-Sokolov. Last seen being carried towards Adamir. Alexandria Hypatia, who runs the place, should know more.
Oh, of course, Alexandria Hypatia, who everybody knows.
She's the chemist, I believe.
Okay. I also
They
noticed
mentioned her.
instead of saying like the health potions aren't just like Sokolov serum or whatever, it's like S and J. So I'm assuming the S is still Sokolov or Sokolov, but I'm assuming that it's somebody's like improved upon it or something. Somebody whose name starts with a J?
I don't know.
Okay. Like,
I thought
you know
maybe
how
the
they
J
have, like,
was the other dude in the previous one, maybe. I don't know.
Institute of Infectious Disease.
no.
Alexandria
I'm sure
Hypatia,
that if you went through all that text, we'd
Once it was
probably
a
know, but
solarium for the pampered aristocrats
I'm not that
recuperating
curious.
from their imagined ills. Now it's a place of alchemical study. The crown killer's taking lives in my name, which is about to end. They say
Yeah.
Dr. Hypatia's brilliant, but if she's involved with the murders, she's going to pay.
You're gonna straight mark this bitch. Does this game have the same mechanic as the first one where you can deal with your targets without ever actually having to kill them?
Yes.
Okay. Not going to be
well, I mean,
your cup of tea, I'm assuming?
I don't know for sure if there's, like, I guess I technically don't know going forward, but I believe
Okay.
there is still stuff where you don't have to kill anybody at all.
Okay. The first target, did you have an option to... Because you said you killed one guy already, right?
No, you have to kill him, I believe. Well, no, I didn't have to kill him. I think I could also just, like, lock him up or something. I don't know, there's something else I could have done. I just straight murked this bitch.
If I remember, I think it's, he has, like, an underground vault that doesn't open from the inside or something, and you can lock him in it.
And you can, like, lock him in or whatever, yeah.
Yeah. And there's, like, a shit ton of food, so it's not actually murder, it's just, he just never gets out. That's gonna be, difficult. Gotta get the exact right spot. It's like throwing a grenade in XCOM. So I guess that would be one of the advantages of Blink. Is you wouldn't have physically had to go
Yeah, I
through there.
guess so.
Did you use one of the health potions there, or did it just... Did your health just regen that much?
It regened.
Oh, that's really convenient. Oh, it's really tiny. Okay. Maybe, might be best to find a different way back up.
That's the plan.
Oh yeah, perfect. That's what you need.
So many places to explore.
Yeah, definitely
So
the
few
game
people.
rewards exploration. Alright, that's weird. Is there one on the other side too?
Doesn't look like it.
That guy's voice sounds really familiar. Sounds like Kiefer Sutherland a little bit. Not that guy, but the first guy.
I saw something. Whatever I saw.
Are you fucking kidding me? Can we talk about how unobservant he deserves to die? Like,
I thought I made a mistake, and I was like, "Oh, you still can't see me."
like, god damn. That was just, shall we say, questionable life choices, Chris?
I mean, I just think he's questionable in general.
Questionable life choices.
What I clearly prove is I'm a better assassin than he is.
Well, yes, because you're still alive.
Exactly. That's another wall of light.
Those are always fun to deal with.
And they're not that bad.
I mean,
I don't mind just killing everybody either.
I also
it really
like
doesn't
throwing
bug me.
people into them.
Yeah, hell yeah, it's always fun.
Especially because like you don't have to worry about like leaving bodies out for all of the rats to get into because there's no bodies. It's the perfect crime, Chris. Well, that's gross. Your 3-year-old's probably gonna die. Because I feel like Dr. Hypatia doesn't give a fuck. I feel like she has enough time. And she's just like, I don't give a... Yeah, fuck these kids. Oh, so she's already lost a kid. Yeah, okay. I feel kind of bad for that lady. I do have to say that despite going high chaos, you have been rather sneaky so far.
Well, like I said, I'm trying to do like a silent assassin. I'm still killing, but I try not to make too much noise.
Gotcha.
But when I do make noise, I don't mind making a lot of noise.
Yeah. Yeah, like 9 dudes have died. That was, let's say, not perfect execution.
Nope, that's for sure.
Also, he's about to shoot his gun.
Yeah.
Oh, also, I didn't realize they don't get fully stopped when you're in that menu. It's like slowed down.
Yeah, that's how it was last game too.
Okay. I don't usually spend a lot of time in menus. Like, by that I mean I'm very quick getting in and out of them in general, so I don't really run into issues like that very often. But part of that comes from the types of games I tend to play.
Mm-hmm. Let's check out some of the stuff we picked up.
Yeah, you have no bone charms equipped, right? So realistically, if you can use 5 and you have 5, you should just throw them all on.
Ooh, I don't mind that. Hell yeah.
Yeah. So basically, the difference between bone charms and runes, I'm assuming, is that runes are currency you can spend inside of your your skill tree, and then they're permanent. Whereas bone charms are kind of like temporary stat increases that not stats necessarily, but if you have them equipped, they're usable. But as soon as you unequip it, it's out.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Okay. I like that.
I'll do this one.
Yeah, I was always pretty big on like maxing out blink really early on because it's just like by far your most used skill.
It's exactly. In this case, it'll be the same idea with far reach.
Yeah. Yeah, when I say blink, I'm obviously talking about far reach. I just not only is it because that it's called blink in that game, but anytime you have like a teleport power, like calling it a blink is was like a shorthand for it. From I think it originated with like Warcraft 3, or maybe one of the earlier ones, right? But like that got carried over to Dota. And in turn even into League, like even though everybody uses like that summoner spell Flash, people still consider it like it's like Flash is a blink. So when I do, I'll just usually just call things a blink unless I'm talking about a specific one, right? And then
I mean,
this game is called Blink. It's like kind of hard to not call it Blink. Oh, safe code 408.
Okay, cool.
It's one of those things where reading the thing actually came in handy.
So because I already knew it just automatically opens.
I like that. So you don't have to put this in. Fucking don't worry about it. Guess you don't know this one though.
Or maybe it's this one. Maybe the other one was just unlocked.
Or key or something. Yeah. It's also the only code you have, so you may as well check. Yep. Nice.
Ooh, combat sleep turret.
Copper wire. Some coins. Sorry, Dr. Hypatia. You just got robbed, motherfucker.
Like, she could be a good person.
The crown killer.
I'm gonna go ahead and say she's one of your assassination targets. So, not a good person.
You never know.
That's my guess. You're gonna either have to kill her or irrevocably fuck up her life in some way. I know which one you're gonna choose if it's between those two, but oh, that thing's very bright.
Okay.
Oh, that. So notice that those like little like lightning bars above their head. I'm assuming that when it's filling up to white the first time, if it doesn't completely fill, they will not be aware of you at all. If it goes to white, that they're aware that something has happened, and then like after white it starts filling up to red a little bit, and I assume red means like okay, we know what's up. It's you. We're coming at you, kind of thing. So if it fills up to white,
it's like
you get out of the way,
Assassin's
they're gonna
Creed.
come look for you. Yeah, I can get down with that. That was a bit of a wet fart of a blink. For reach. Just don't get over the wall. I guess it's something that people never really think about in games or in film, right? Like when you have superpowers, it's always just assumed that you just like have total mastery of them, so you're just like awesome with them. Like even if you're like a seasoned assassin, every once in a while you'd like mess up a blink and hit a wall or something, right? Like much in the same way that I'm really good at walking, but every once in a while I still like trip on a stair or something. Also, I like that they called the door breakable door.
Okay, all the wolfhounds are dead.
Yep. Solved a bit of an issue for yourself there. To be sure. Coins, motherfucker. Nice. $30 yeah.
I think I've been here before.
Yeah, I think you've already been in that room.
I'm looking at all these bodies. I'm just assuming.
No, I think that's. I think they were like that before you got there. To be fair, Chris, none of them have been dismembered, so I'm not entirely sure that was you. Somebody sounds like they're still alive up here, though. For now. And yeah, I think it's the same floor that had that rune on it, so keep an eye out for that. Oh, you're not going to be in Dishonored 3. Okay, well, yup. It looks so goofy too, like the carrying thing. Like it's very Skyrim. You're just gonna take her torso with you?
You hide your face, coward!
Wow, those were the last words that you chose? Oh, someone else is up here. Oh, maybe not. I'm sorry.
Hello? Anybody?
Oh, so you set off the alarm. Like the alarm clock.
Oh, I know.
I was a little confused. I'm no longer confused. Perfect. Can always use more of those. Second one won't hurt. How many? Oh man, that is such a cool move. I think the guys behind you see you. Grenade?
No.
Jesus, dude. Oh. Well, that's what you think.
This game's great.
Yeah, I think that there's a chance, Chris. I'm not 100% sure. I think there's a chance you may have been spotted there.
Are you sure?
No, that's why I said I wasn't 100% sure.
Okay, I wasn't sure either.
Yeah, you may not get that silent assassin. Nobody saw you run.
Shit, I was really going for it.
Yeah. We can basically call this a complete failure at this point. I think it's one floor down.
It is.
I also think you just passed a health potion. I'm not 100% sure though.
I've been here before.
Right down there. Nope, that's something else. Oh no, it totally was. Yeah, that was that elevator that dude came out of.
Does this take me down?
Well, Hypathia's office is on the 4th floor. Have you been up there yet? No, the buttons. They have the thing crossed off and the button's broken. I think that's the floor you're on. I don't think you can go to the basement.
There's gonna be a way down there though.
It also might be like... Yeah, I don't know. Kind of difficult to tell exactly where you're supposed to be going, you know?
I mean, I know where I have to go. It's just I want to get that rune or whatever.
Yeah.
That's okay. I'll just do the... Like, I'm not too worried about it. It's just a bone charm, so...
Yeah.
I think I'll just go back to the elevator and...
4th floor it?
Yeah. Well... We'll see.
Doing one floor at a time. I'm pretty sure you've cleared out the 2nd and 3rd floors already.
I think I heard something.
Okay, apparently not. Don't listen to me, I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh. Did you just kick that guy in the nuts?
Yep.
That's pretty great. That was very Yakuza. I know I was mentioning it to you before the recording, but I'll tell it for the audience as well. There's a heat move there where if you pull it off just right, you throw a guy, like you throw one of your enemies towards like a group of people, and they'll go face first into a lady's boobs, and then he'll look up, realize what he's done, and she'll like punch him in the face and then knee him in the face, and she takes out like a significant portion of damage, and you're like, this game's alright. Combine that with the countless wrestling moves, and you're like, this game's alright. Also, these guys, I'm going to make a statement here, Chris, a bold statement. Maybe not the brightest guards.
I just want them to unlock the door for me.
I don't think that they can. They can't even shoot through. Kneel down to your betters? Okay, lady. Last time I checked, you can't even figure out how to shoot a gun through a fucking gate. I don't think... Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen.
I think I'm pretty alive.
Ooh, heard a ricochet on that one. Maybe the grenade will open the door? I don't think you can shoot through the door. Because I think they would have... Okay, never mind. Okay, I thought it was just that the physics were bad. How the fuck?
I think I'm just better at shooting. Oh.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, well you missed there. But we are also... We're a little bit dumb.
Maybe we're not.
Or maybe we're just geniuses. Unappreciated. Unappreciated geniuses. I'm leaning towards that one. Oh, that's some corpsey shit going on in there. What happens if you use the typewriter? Can you actually like write a note or something?
Oh. I don't want to be in there.
No. Let's try it out. See what happens. Oh, okay. It'd be funny if you could just write out like eat a dick and then just like leave it there for them. No. The microphone cover.
Should I go in?
I mean, I think you should just go to the 4th floor. Okay, well. Someone's hanging from that thing. Okay, these things are more annoying than dangerous. They don't really do that much damage. Oh, is somebody fighting you?
I don't think so.
Also, how many of these fucking things are there? You killed like 90 of them. Like, chill out, guys. Okay. I know I've mentioned it before, but in case anyone was wondering what this weird sock thing that fell over and I picked up was, that is what I use instead of a filter for a microphone because I'm poor. If this is the first time one of our features you've seen, or if you've wondered what it looked like, it was that. It looks like this. Literally a coat hanger with a sock on it. Works very effectively though. You don't pick up as many of like the harsh sounds with like an S. Turns out that that's a letter that puts strains on microphones, and it's also one of the most commonly used letters in the English language, Chris. You're gonna die. Sorry, I couldn't think of a better way to say that. Also, I think maybe you just want to get the fuck out of here. That was a bad time in there. Did you get anything worthwhile in there? I was kind of doing production stuff and wasn't paying as much attention.
Some healing stuff.
Okay. Was it worth the health that you lost?
Not even a little bit.
Okay. I wasn't trying to be snarky there. I genuinely wasn't sure. Didn't kill that guy? Oh.
What were we saying?
I was about to say, wow, that was really nice of you. Leaving that guy alive.
No man left alive.
I mean, it was really nice of you. And then it wasn't. That looks like a terrible way to go too, right? Like the being cleaved in half. What floor are you on right now?
Might be in Hypatia's office.
Oh shit.
Oh, you're on 3. Well, you can take the stairs, can't you?
Yeah. Gotta go
Makes
back
less
downstairs
noise.
for a second. Oh, actually.
I thought the office key, like, wouldn't it be on the 4th floor?
Is her office on the 4th floor?
Yeah. Hypatia's office, number
Okay,
4.
yeah.
That's why I was saying you should head to the 4th floor before. I wasn't just saying it for fun.
Well, I know, I was just going floor by floor.
Yeah. Are you trying to attract guards to you?
Who's coming from here?
Absolutely.
Okay.
You're not supposed to be here. Who are you? Stop.
You're not supposed to be here. Well, say goodbye to your limbs.
And then I'll eat some grapes.
I like how the text just, like, I feel like the situational text is really good in this game, right? Where it's just like torso, leg, and then doors are called breakable doors. It's like, you know what? This game's alright. I think that was a trap. Hamilton's key needed? Okay.
Guessing the
Alexander
guy
Hamilton?
down there must be Hamilton.
Lin-Manuel Miranda?
I'm not in the mood. You again.
Oh, hi. Well, that note that was on that door might actually be important.
Oh, I'm gonna go back.
Okay.
The objective marker's on it. I already know what's important, but
Oh, okay.
I want to make sure I'm not missing anything.
Yep. Oh, it's our friend.
I so enjoy watching history warp as words pass from the lips of one to the ears of another. Imperfectly formed, half understood, clearly remembered.
It's like the telephone game.
In years to come, the story of the Crown Killer will be twisted and bent, hammered.
I always thought that was like a fun, like, camp game.
Counts.
Except for then when one person would just go and just completely change it, and you're like, okay, you're a dick.
A victim of treachery.
Right? Like, part of the fun was that whole, I should say in case anyone doesn't know, it's a game where, like, you have, like, a chain of, like, however many people you are. The more people you have, the better it works. And one person thinks up a phrase and whispers it into the ear of the next person, and they're not allowed to repeat anything. And you just and then the next person whispers it to the next person, and then the person at the end says the phrase and you see how much it got warped. And then it's usually interesting because the more people it is, you can literally get some like, you can go down some weird tangents if you trace it back. Like where it's like, how the fuck did we get here from there in 4 moves? But then, you know, it's like the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. One word turns into something, and then that same word turns into something else that tangentially is not at all related to the first word. Like every once in a while, somebody would be a dick, and they would just like change the entire phrase, and you're like, okay, thanks for ruining the game, asshole. That's funny to do once. Oh, that's a cool move. I forgot you could do that.
Well, I just got it.
Yeah. Won't be working in her office today. She'll be at the recuperation auditorium instead. That was on 3, wasn't it? Which is locked.
Yeah.
The key is in her office. Another thing, Janitor Hamilton is remaining disease treatment until I interrogate him inside in his fate. Got locked up at the little plant conservatory there. No one was allowed to speak to him or enter that room. Was that place on 2? Was that the hanging corpse guy? Okay. Well. Perfect. Is it worth going back to get the key off of his body? With all those bugs?
Was it on his body, it said?
I'm assuming, right? Because it was his key. Like, I'm just taking a guess.
I might,
Unless they, like, laid it out on a table
I might do it.
Okay.
We'll see. I'm not super worried about it, but...
Yeah, sure. I was just curious.
I would like to go to his office, so...
Yeah. Probably some stuff in there. So she's on 3, so he's on 2, I think. Yeah, disease treatment. They did refer to him as the disease janitor, didn't they?
Yes.
So they could refer to him as the deceased janitor at this point. Killing it.
These guys weren't here before.
No, they were not. I feel like the more ways we... Like, I feel like they're expanding their territory. I don't think that there's a finite number of them.
Yeah. Fuck off.
Okay, well that worked pretty well. Maybe close the door behind you just in case, so they don't expand out of here. Just so you have maintained some sort of a safe haven, right? Because I'm going to assume that his body is causing this issue. Some sort of a weird, like, experimental disease.
Seems like it.
Or that thing. Maybe it was that.
Well, I think they'll keep coming otherwise, right?
Yeah, well, I literally hadn't even seen that thing, so good call. I thought they were coming out of the corpse. It's because that one XCOM mission, you know? Just kinda...
Yeah, that seems to have limited them quite a bit more.
Yep. If you see anything red and pulsating, just shoot it. That's the lesson we've learned. Okay. Perfect. Yeah, now I don't even hear them anymore. Go back to find the dude's body.
Okay. Well, I don't know if he's here, because this is a different
Didn't
spot.
we see him hanging before?
Yeah, but this is, I don't think, in the same spot.
I think it's on the same floor, though. Like,
Yeah, it is, but...
Why?
breakable door.
They have to know something.
Oh,
Oh,
there
no,
it is.
that's cool. Well, talk to him.
Why did they lock you up? You know something?
I totally thought it was that corpse from before.
I know what I saw. Hooded. I just caught a glimpse. So much hate in the eyes. As if the world needed more of that. I'm not seeing things. I hope they didn't steal my notes. I need to go back to my room. They took my key.
Oh. Then you're of no further use to us.
I don't know. What a fool I was. I don't feel safe in here.
Hamilton's quarter key. Oh. Wow, not really not really much of a problem solver, that Hamilton, you know? They took my key, what am I to do? I don't know, fucking reach over for it? Might be a good idea. Just spitballing here, you know?
Which floor was she on again?
Her office was 4. Oh, which one's she on now? 3.
Okay. We're gonna check Hamilton's quarters first.
Yeah, I concur.
What I wouldn't give to hear Delilah's skull popping in this thing.
Well, that's kind of messed up, Emily. Chill out. Some plans for some shit.
I imagine there's gonna be some decently important stuff in here.
Probably like nothing plot sensitive, right? Because you don't have to get up here. Yeah, I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, recuperation room is what she was in. Alright. Let's go crack some skulls, Chris. Oh, that room is not in great shape.
This is going to be tricky.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, that's how we'll do it. We'll fight them one at a time. Everyone, welcome to the 12-hour episode. Oh, okay, that was the room we were in before. Also thought that was a dude hanging. Turns out it's a lady, so.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, all those things are gone.
No, they're still there.
I mean, for the moment. Man, those bathing salts. You make a fortune off that shit. And that blood amber.
Oh my god, there's so many.
Yeah, there's 2 things there to shoot, too. That one and then the one on the bottom left there. Okay. Manageable so far. Weird that nobody's come looking when you've been putting bullets off, though. We know she's on this floor.
Is she alive?
I assume so. Yeah, this bug situation just seems a little more tedious than fun.
It's kind of like the rats and. We keep in mind, like, this is specifically a, like, bio lab, right? So I think it's just strictly this area.
I mean, I think it makes sense. It just, you know, maybe toning down them a little bit would have been convenient. Like, they can still kill you if you don't deal with them, but, like, shooting those things should make it a little bit easier to get through them afterwards. Maybe. Oh, that took out a chunk of the ceiling too. Man, this place is so many kinds of fucked up. We're gonna need some Purell after this.
I find they don't attack you if you take out their thing.
Yeah, it's weird. Oop.
Hypatia's just like tanning.
What's up? Emily, pull up a tanning bed. Oh, well. Can you,
Uh-oh.
Can you pistol it? Or not pistol, I mean. Yeah, that thing? Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, you're totally right. That's weird. It's really weird. Oh yeah, this is a... Is that her there?
It says to talk to her, so I mean, it's not like,
Yeah, no, you're
not
right.
like I'm killing her. I think she's probably not that bad. It seems like the Ramirez chick's the one that's bad.
Yeah, I suppose.
Are you a patient of mine? I'm sorry. I should know that.
Yeah, you really should.
Do you
Sort of think maybe her...
face because you were hurt?
No, cover my face because don't touch me, you weirdo.
Anyone likes to admit.
I'm not here for treatment. I'm looking for Anton Sokolov.
Sokolov? Yes, he was here for a short time, but she took him away to see Karen Jindosh. Do you hear something?
What about the Crown Killer? A patient of yours?
The Crown Killer? That name came from the newspapers. I'm afraid I don't... Oh, yes, the murders. I was in Dunbar, studying diseases found among whaling crews. Wait, did someone just call me? I've been forgetting.
Yes, so you know what? Maybe
the Crown
her,
Killer was an interesting case. I feel almost sure I could...
maybe she hasn't been completely decontaminating up to par.
Like, she seems nice enough, but...
Who is that calling me?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I think she might just be a little bit infected and a little bit crazy. Oops. Well, that's going to show up on the thing. Oh, that's the stuff in Nightmares there. That head.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh man, you know what I think the most obnoxious thing about us being in different rooms is?
What?
Is that because I have a microphone hooked up to the PS4. Oh, that guy's probably not in great shape. You talk to him first. I'll do my thing in a second.
Are you all right?
Dr. Hypatia did this. She's the crown killer.
Oh.
But she's not herself. She developed a serum.
Is she Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde?
The first version caused
Dr. Hypatia and Miss Crown Killer?
changes to her mind. It's too late for me, but maybe you can still save her. She's a good person.
What can I do?
In my safe, in disease treatment, you'll figure out how to make the counter serum.
Oh, okay. So she is the target, and you can either kill her or you can give her the counter serum.
The safe code is 121.
Yeah, okay, she's straight up Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde situation. So...
Alrighty. I'm just gonna kill her, I think.
Yeah, fuck it.
I'm going high chaos makes no sense not to.
Yeah.
She's gone.
I was gonna say, if you were gonna spare anybody, I think it would be her, right? Because she's not herself. But yeah, if you want to kill her, I'm not gonna say no. I was gonna say that the every once in a while, because I have a microphone hooked up to the PS4, it thinks I'm trying to give it voice commands, and it'll like a little thing thrown across it like cannot operate PS4 with voice now. We get a little ding with it because it can hear me. Which I'd really love to not have to deal with that, but this is the downside to playing games in different rooms. Oh, yeah, we'll probably have to deal with that pretty soon.
Probably. Oh, there she is.
Yeah. If you can just get her right here, we'll just take care of it afterwards. If she starts getting away, just pause and we'll get back to it. Oh, well, that took care of itself. Trophy for that?
Yep.
Alright. Well, before we leave, we should probably restart SharePlay because,
I'm really enjoying her powers. Like, they're actually, I think, better than Corvo's.
Yeah, and you really only have, like, one of them just, like, upgraded so far.
I can't wait to buy the others. We should actually look into what they are.
Yeah, maybe that would be a good idea.
Okay, that's interesting.
I can't see anything yet.
Yeah, I know. So there's one where you can summon essentially like a spirit of yourself that can be kind of a decoy.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
You have one where you link human targets together, so you can literally throw a whole bunch of them into like let's say a wall of light and kill them all.
Okay.
Like dark vision, which is always nice to have.
Yeah, I remember that one from before.
Shadow walk, which is stealthier form. Oh no, that's the one. Summon a shade of yourself. What's this? Okay. Oh, this is the one that essentially like you can like completely like hypnotize.
Oh yeah, and you get people to work for you?
Yeah, basically. They're mesmerized.
Yeah.
Then some of these. Okay.
Why do you cover your face? Is it because you're ill? Fuck nah, lady. Well, that doctor has certainly run out of patience. Nothing for that
Man,
one.
your jokes.
It's not really a joke, it's a pun. Jokes and puns are two different things, Chris.
Sure they are. Yeah, let's get out of here.
Yeah, are we still... Is Sokolov supposed to be, like, in this location? Are we still looking for him, or are we just trying to
No, they
get
took him away.
Okay. So we're
From what I can
bailing.
tell. From what I can tell, yes, because we killed the Crown Killer, right? So,
Yeah. The
we
good
can shut
doctor.
down the Watchtower, which we definitely have to do to get her there, and then that's it.
Yeah. What do you mean? We definitely have to get her there. What do you mean by that, sir?
Because it shuts off the lights so she can approach with the boat.
Okay, gotcha. Her, you mean one-armed lady? I can't remember her name. Megan something?
Megan Foster, I think.
I was gonna say Megan Trainor, but I'm not all about that base. I actually forgot her name. I wasn't just trying to make the shitty joke there. Can you push that guy over the edge? Oh, well. Did he just say by the outsiders hairy arse?
I don't know what he said. But that's okay.
That was a thing. Just clubbing him on the back of the head with a fucking knife. He's just like, this is fine.
Who are you? Stop! It didn't happen.
Oh man. That was a stab right through the torso.
Alright, let's go through the back exit.
I'm always a proponent of the back door. It's the sneakiest way in and out. And it's really ironic when you've already killed everybody, so you don't have to be sneaky anymore. You're like, oh, here we go. Can you throw him the other direction? Oh, I mean, that was cool, and I'm glad you did that time. But is it possible to just, like, throw him over the side? Or is it just a pull towards you?
I think it pulls towards you. I mean, this...
Okay.
Once that watchtower is down, Megan can pick me up.
That is really cool.
Oh, man. It doesn't even get old, like...
Nope.
Oh, man. It's so cool.
It is pretty great.
I think she definitely has the best powers. I'm very glad I picked her.
Yeah. Well, and just like, you know.
Oh,
Corvo's
I
fine,
mean...
but Emily's just... It's more interesting, right? Like, she's the Empress, and she's... Corvin's also, like, a seasoned veteran. Emily's, trying to prove herself. Oh, you... Okay, I thought you were gonna die there, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, you can climb that... Cool. Why? Did you just try to kick that guy?
Later, I'll be laughing over rum about how you died.
Well, that's a... Okay.
It's funny coming from a dead guy.
Yeah, you're not gonna be laughing over anything. Can you... Okay. Apparently not. You can't cut off his limbs post. He's just on the stairs. That's your boat. Oh, Chris, that was unfortunate.
I miss being dry and warm.
Well, yeah, I would too.
I thought it'd look cool.
It would have, if you hadn't gotten all, completely botched it.
Can we leave this place yet? I don't like it. Ready now? Yes. Let's get back to the ship.
Yeah, we're definitely ready now.
We didn't kill Sokolov. No, but I killed Hypatia. You what? She was the crown killer. The Duke tricked her into injecting herself with a flawed version of her serum. It changed her.
Okay, so the Duke is a bad guy. Spoilers.
Crazy. What about Anton? Gave him to a man named Kieran Jindash. You know who that is? Everybody knows him. The grand inventor of
Well, not everybody. We don't. But thanks, Dick.
I mean, I knew who he was. Why are we stopped?
Because we beat the mission. And it needed to load, Chris. Alright. No civilians killed this time. That's pretty good. Hostile. I can't tell because we got the black bar over that. Hostiles killed 32. Totals killed. Merciful. Didn't kill anyone. Nope. Alarms rung. 0. Found 3 out of 6 runes. Okay. Nice job, dude.
Thank you. I'm very proud of myself.
I would be too if I were you. So that's we've been going for about 2 hours, and that seems like a pretty
Really?
good stopping
Wow,
point.
jeez.
Yeah, I know. I mean, sorry, 1 hour and 59 minutes. But like we could do a little more if you wanted, but this seems like a pretty nice stopping point. Because I feel like
I was thinking maybe we do the part on the boat here because we're just talking to her, and then we can cut it before the next mission.
Sure, yeah, we can totally do that. Just kind of do a nice little
In his day,
decompress wrap up.
Sokolov was done
Alright, we'll
with
definitely watch this
genius.
anyway.
His inventions transformed the city. I watched from the tower as they changed the capital into a prison, and listened as he drank and laughed, telling my mother time and again how brilliant he was. After her death, Sokolov's inventions helped a tyrant take control of the empire. Now, all these years later, Kieran Jindash is Karnaka's genius. The mad inventor who's given the Duke sinister
Must be the J in
machines that
S and
move
J.
like people but aren't. Clockwork soldiers that fight and kill. I've got to find out where Sokolov's being held and bring the old man back alive. Rescue one genius and kill the other before he creates an army of clockwork soldiers.
And maybe that's a good stopping point.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, so let's bring up that. Yeah. So, Chris, that was a pretty successful mission there.
I would say so.
2 missions, I should say. 'Cause you did do 2.
Definitely
One assassination.
enjoying this game. I have to say, I do recommend anyone if you like the first Dishonored, play it. You'll probably like it, especially if you pick Emily. But
we haven't played as Corvo to confirm anything differently.
I mean, from what I've read, Corvo's just Corvo again.
Yeah, which makes sense, right? Like,
I mean, he's not gonna magically have different powers and shit. So
no, maybe you can like get more or something, but
yeah, I do enjoy this game. I think it does something that, it plays a lot like the first one, which is key because there was no reason to switch it up. And I think in a lot of ways, keeping it basic, keeping it simple, making it a two character playthrough adds another option and some more replayability to this game. And I think it's something the first Dishonored did really well, was have good replayability.
Oh, absolutely, right? Like at least just with it, like it was almost a different experience if you decided to go stealthy as opposed to chaotic, right? Like it was literally like playing a different game.
Which this still has, and then you throw in the fact that you can play as two different characters on top of that.
And on top of that, I don't know if you can do it with Corvo, but with Emily, you also have the choice to do the "Do you want powers or not" thing. Like that's cool.
You have the ability with either one of them.
Yeah,
I believe.
Oh, weird, because like I can understand like canonically like it makes sense with Emily.
So maybe not Corvo.
Going in. Yeah, maybe he's just like, I can take that shit away from you if you want, and he's like, yeah.
I think you're right. I think you're right. I think Corvo already has it, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah. Either way, like Emily definitely has.
Because he would have the outsider's mark for sure.
Yeah, maybe they just the outsider's like, I could take that mark from you if you want, because fuck, that seems like a burden, even though it's rad as shit. I like the idea. I'm glad that the option to not have them exists, because like if you want to have like a more hardcore run, right? Oh, I never get seen, and I don't have any powers. Like,
it's probably a trophy too.
Oh, almost guaranteed, right? Like, but I'm glad that is a thing that exists. But it's not like it forces on you, like, okay, well, if you're gonna play as Emily, you're gonna be giantly handicapped, and fucking, you should just always play as Corvo. I'm also wondering if you get the other character back before like the end of the game.
I think so.
Yeah,
I think one of the things you're going to do is save the other, right?
Yeah, but like I hope that's before the end of the game, because they had a very charming back and forth in the very start of the game, and it's kind of nice. I would like to get to see a little more of that. Whereas obviously you can't if they're in stone. But yeah, I think that'll just about do it. Unless you have any parting words you wanted to say, Chris.
No, not really. Thanks for joining, and I'm definitely gonna have to check out more of this game, because I've really enjoyed myself with it, and in a way that I haven't enjoyed the game since the first Dishonored. So
yeah, you got pretty hooked on that. Like you with Dishonored was probably like the closest I've seen to like anybody like getting hooked on games the way that Alex does. Where like she's pretty
probably one of my favorite games of all time.
Yeah.
Like, probably top 5.
I remember you were really excited when I started playing the first one.
Yeah, it's a great game.
Old ass apartment.
It's a great game.
Yeah.
And this one does a lot of the same things. I'll have to see with the criticism. I know the main criticism from what I read was story and performance-based issues, so I definitely see the performance-based a little bit with some of the frame rate, but I also imagine they patched some of that stuff.
Yeah, it's also like it's hard to say too. Like, one, neither of us are playing on PS4 Pros, so I don't know if that would change anything.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming you didn't install the game onto the console either, because I know that'll fix a lot of those issues in things. Which, I mean, like, it's still like that's a blatant issue that it would be ideal if you didn't have to do that, like if it was optimized properly. But if you're somebody who like that's a big deal to you, that has often in games solved a lot of those issues. So if that's the thing that's holding you back, consider doing that. Make sure you have enough hard drive space and just install the game directly onto the PS4 instead of reading it off the disc, and it'll probably run a lot smoother that way.
I mean, all honesty, though, I like the storyline. I think it makes sense.
Yeah,
I think it's a good storyline.
I don't think it's like I don't think the story is like the main like feature.
No,
it's not like a story. It's not a Life is Strange. It's not an Until Dawn. It's not a game where it's like, or even fucking Horizon. I think had like a story that was like one of its stronger points. I don't think it's one of the stronger points of this game. I think gameplay is very much the thing. They have a story that it's like, we needed an excuse to have you go murder a bunch of people, or not murder. you have to deal with a list of targets, much like an Assassin's Creed, and we're gonna have a fun, creative way for you to do it. There's enough of a story here to get by on.
Well, I kind of like to. If you play as Emily, you're basically stepping in the Corvo's shoes in the first one.
Well, that and like also like this is your like first task as like the leader of your new kingdom, right? Like fucking, you're gonna have the hardest reign of your life, and you have to fucking. This is the low point for you, so you need to really bring it up. Yeah, I agree. 3 out of 5 stars. I'm just kidding. I just picked that number randomly. Would play again. But yeah, I think that'll do it for this week's Sunday Showcase. Next week, maybe I'll play a game because I haven't yet, and depending on what console it's on, maybe we'll have both Ryan and Chris if it's a PC game, and we have time for all 3 of us to record in the same week. And if we don't, it may not be me who plays. It may not be both of or all 3 of us, but it'll probably be back next week. So until then, from all of us here at Pajodcast Media, for Ryan who can't be here because of technical go fuck yourself PS4 issues, for Shane who's in the middle of exams, for Chris who's half a country away, and for me.
We're not half a country away at this point. Do you live like... Okay, hold on. You live, let's see.
I know,
you live like maybe, what, like 11 hours away?
Ish, yeah. Keep in mind, unless you're Canadian, that's a pretty big distance. Like, that's...
It's a one-day drive.
Yeah, but we're also like the biggest country in the world, so... This was Europe, that's like 2 countries worth.
As someone who just drove across the country, it's definitely not half.
Well, you're a crazy person. No,
I mean,
you have to do it to move.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Take care, everybody.
From Pajodcast headquarters. And until next week, well, or tomorrow if you walk out of the shit, but until next week, that's Chris Miller, I'm Kyle Snow, and you stay classy.